What's up, guys? Welcome. Thanks for clicking on my video. I'm Jen, and today I have my newest Stitch Fix. This is probably going to be my last summer Stitch Fix for this year, 2025, because it's very early September right now, and I do every other month, so the next one I get will be November, which will be full-on winter sweaters, fall clothes, but I think this one I still have some summer items in, if I remember correctly from my preview. So most everybody knows, but Stitch Fix is a clothing subscription box. I have been subscribing to this, I think, since like 2017 or 2018. I am on every other month basically set up to get a box every other month. You can get your Stitch Fix on whatever kind of frequency you want. I currently get one every other month. That is pretty much how I have it set up to receive, but you can get it more frequently if you want. In fact, every time you check out, they usually will ask you, do you want another box like sent right away? You can pretty much get one whenever you want. And I did get an email for a preview, so Stitch Fix will send you an email when your box is in process, and they'll show you probably maybe like 10 items in your preview, and you can look through and decide of those 10 however many you want to get. I think you can actually choose more. It used to be you always had to get 5. I think now you can choose more than 5. In fact, I think I forgot to get more than 5. My last box, the last fix I got, which I'll put a link to that video, that was in, if it's September now, that must have been July. I think I got 7 things or 8 things. I'm so used to like the 5. It's really been actually hard for me to like break out of my mold and get more things. So I probably should have gotten more things now that I'm thinking about it, but it's fine. So, and I always like choose a couple of things from the preview that I like that I want sent, but I always leave a couple blank spots so that the stylist can choose on her own some things to surprise me with, because I really do like the stylist's picks. I've been with the same stylist for a really long time, and I love what she sends me. So I actually trust her more to pick things for me than I trust myself to just choose from the preview. So you know, interpret that as you will. I am going to just look at my note really quick because I do want to make sure it's still her. I've had Nicole. Yay, it is. I've had Nicole for a really long time. So I'll open everything first and then I'll read this. I just wanted to make sure it was still Nicole. Okay, so here is the bundle. I know I have jeans. I remember that from the preview. And like I said, I picked 3 things, I think, and left 2 to be surprises. So item number 1, unboxing, is, this is so cute. It is this blue and white, like, kind of ticking stripe top with the elastic waist and these cute little flutter sleeves. So this is like a very summery top, like I mentioned. Right now, it's first week of September. The temperatures are getting a little bit chillier. So I'm not really wearing tops like this right now, but we might have a few more hot days. This is not a work top, obviously, but I think this is so cute. I love the little buttons. I have a couple other of these blousey type tops with the elastic waist, and I just think these are so cute. And what is the brand on this one? Market and Spruce. Okay, love that. Pretty sure I chose that. Another item, another tank top. And I don't think I chose this, but this is very cute. This is kind of like an ivory cream color knit tank top. It's not really like, I wouldn't say it's a sweater tank, but it is kind of like a rib knit. Here's a close-up of it. And it has this really cute, I don't know what you call that, like blanket stitch or garter stitch, I think it's called, detailing around it. I love that. I love the black and white look. It's not really white, like I said, it's cream, but that's really cute. I love that. I don't know what's going on with my voice today. Sorry about that. And then this is a thick sweater. Okay, so I'm getting like kind of a mix, you know? Like I've got these two tank tops and now I've got like a pretty chunky sweater. And this is a gray cardigan sweater. And here's a close-up of the knit. So it kind of has like this chunky rib detailing. And this is a very soft sweater. I don't know what the material is. A lot of times these super soft sweaters are like acrylic or nylon. That's what makes them so soft. I don't know if this is going to be like a natural fiber, but it is very soft. I love the big buttons. And so yeah, that's definitely a fall type item. And then I have a couple pairs of jeans. So, oh wait, I'm losing track of things. So, oops, I almost forgot to say what the brand of this is. It's Z Supply. I love Z Supply. And this is also Market and Spruce, that cardigan. The next item is jeans. So a nice pair of jeans cut from the cloth. Cool. Kind of like a wide leg. I'll stand up so you can see those. I'll try them on. So yeah. Obviously I'm gonna try those on so you can see what those look like, but I did want like kind of a wider leg silhouette or whatever. And then I think this is almost very similar. This is also cut from the cloth, and this is like very similar in cut. This leg might actually even be wider, but this is a lighter wash denim. So if I just hold them up together, you can kind of see how one is a lighter wash and one is a darker wash. So that's great. Looking forward to trying those on. Okay, this is the first thing I'm trying on, which is this blue and white stripe cute little elastic waist top. And the denim jeans that I chose to try on with this are the light wash of the two. And I'll back up in just a second to show what they look like, because these are very wide leg and a lot wider than I was expecting. It's a lot wider type of leg than I'm used to wearing. I haven't worn jeans like this in a while, but I know this is the current style right now. This top I do like, and I think this is really cute, but I don't love it, and it's very similar to another top that StitchFix sent me, I think last summer, or it might have even been the summer before, so I'll show that. And here it is. This is a very similar chambray blue and white striped top, also with an elastic waist, that I got 2 summers ago, and this one actually has sleeves, whereas this is more just kind of like, I don't know, it's a tank top, I guess. And this is really cute. I do like this, but I like this one that I have already better. And I don't know if I don't know if I would wear this. It's cute. I mean, it's cute. I don't know if it's different enough to justify buying this. I do like this peplum top. One of my complaints about these elastic waist tops, and I get these quite a bit from Stitch Fix, is that when you raise up your arms, they kind of pop up. But because it has this little like peplum top, that doesn't happen as much. So I do like that about it. But again, like I said, it's very similar to the one I already have. So I will just back up real quick right now so that you can see the length of these pants. And I'm just wearing these with a pair of sandals that I bought from Old Navy, little kind of chunky raffia sandal. Another thing I wanted to point out about this top was when I showed it earlier when I was unboxing it, I showed buttons. The buttons are actually in the back of the shirt. They're not in the front. The front is just, you know, just plain. Okay, so here is the other tank top. This is like the cream color tank top with this contrasting stitching around the neckline and the sleeves. I'll just show a close-up of the stitching so you can see it. This is cute. This is just, you know, basic tank top, you know, pretty flattering. It's okay. And I am wearing my compression sleeve. As an FYI, you may have heard me mention this before, but I do have lymphedema. I wear a compression sleeve on my left arm pretty much every day, constantly. It's a chronic condition, and I did an entire video where I discuss having lymphedema and what's that like and why do I have it and where did it come from. And I'll link to that if you're interested in learning more about that, but that is why I have this. It's not carpal tunnel. A lot of people ask. But that's why I am wearing that, if anyone was curious to know. All right, so this is the gray cardigan, and I really like this one a lot also. Again, this is very similar to a gray cardigan that I got in a previous fix. But in this case, I actually like this one better than the one I have. I just like how this is kind of like this cropped length. Underneath, I just have this basic Amazon black cami. So I kind of like that this is a little cropped. You can kind of see the cami underneath a little bit. It's super soft, like I mentioned before. Really pretty light gray color. I also am wearing this with the other pair of jeans, which are the darker rinse, and the cut on the bottom is a little bit different than the light rinse pair, although they are still a very wide leg, and like I mentioned, a lot wider, I think, than I'm used to wearing, but I do like them. I'm going to back up again so that you can see what the full length of these pants are. And I put these jeans on with a flat sandal because the ones I tried on before, I mentioned were like a chunkier heel, which kind of, you know, brings you up a little bit and changes the way the inseam falls. So for this pair of jeans, I think they're the same inseam, but I did try it with a flat pair of sandals to see how that would look. I don't know how either of these jeans would look with sneakers. And then I'll just show like a close-up of the sweater so you can kind of see some of that rib detail there. All right, I just had to put my glasses on so that I can read the note to you. And like I mentioned, I do have Nicole, who has been my stylist for a really long time. And here is the note from Nicole. So happy to be styling you again. Your preview pics were fantastic, and I love that you're leaning into wide leg denim. You nailed the brief for some wide leg jeans. The two cut from the cloth pairs you selected gives you variety. One as a fresh new release with the regular hem, and the other one is in the eco fabrication. I don't know. I don't know if I can tell the difference there. To build easy outfits around them, I added a mix of tops to surprise you. Try the smocked market and spruce top with either jean for a pretty polished look, and then the Z Supply tank is a new arrival that layers and tucks effortlessly. Pair it with the blue wide legs for a clean modern vibe. For cooler days, the wide rib crop market and spruce sweater balances the volume of the wide legs beautifully. It also plays nicely with the navy market and spruce high neck tank top from 2 fixes ago, layered underneath if you want more coverage. That's great. I love when they call back to things they gave me in a previous fix. So I'll just go over the prices real quick. So the smocked top, the blue and white striped flutter sleeve top is $45. The jeans are both $99 each. They're both the same price. The Z Supply cream color tank with that blanket stitch edging is $54. And this gray sweater that I'm wearing right now is $49. Pretty good price. Okay, so that all rolls up to a subtotal of $346. If I buy all 5 pieces, I get a volume discount for purchasing all 5 pieces of 25% off. That takes $86 off the subtotal and brings it down to $259. Then they are taking off my credit for my Style Pass. So I have Style Pass, which means instead of paying a $20 styling fee for each box, I pay one yearly fee, and that covers all of my styling fees for the year, which I paid that a couple months back right after my last fix actually. So they are subtracting that off since I already paid it. So if I buy all 5 pieces, I'm going to pay a total of $210. I don't think I'm going to buy all 5 pieces because I don't know if I want to keep anything. I might keep one of the jeans. And right now, I think that's really all I'm thinking of. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments. Do you think I should keep this sweater? Do you think I should keep this tank top? I don't know. I don't really love it. I don't really love that top. And like I said, I don't really love the blue and white stripe. This is cute and I would definitely wear this for work. And I do like both of the jeans. But I don't know. I'm kind of indecisive on this one. So tell me your feedback in the comments. I extended my checkout, so I have plenty of time. But anyway, I love getting another Stitch Fix, and this was really fun to open and try on. And I love that the weather is changing ever so slightly, and I'm looking forward to wearing jeans, and I'm looking forward to putting a couple cardigans on, and that should be nice. So thanks for following along with me today as I unbox this and try everything on. If you like seeing these videos, I have an entire playlist saved of all of the Stitch Fix unboxings I've ever done on the channel. So I will put a link to that if you want to click through and watch some of my previous Stitch Fix unboxings. Don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed watching it, and if you want to subscribe to the channel, I would love to have you add me to your subscriptions. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!